Hello, guys. Sitting in a different location today. I'm actually sitting on my couch. Really excited to talk to you guys today about what we are doing all month long. And the most important thing most people have trouble with is hitting macronutrients. What we're talking about, though, is a permanent lifestyle change. Every single day for the entire 365 days, I will be doing a live video coming to you guys each month with a new habit. If you show up every day, watch my live video. Now, this month, my live videos have been at all different times. I'm going to try to start getting those at a better time. If you have a best time for you to watch live videos, post those underneath, send me some messages because I'll try to do those around the people that are available to watch. Otherwise, you can watch the replay at any point in time. All of my videos from this month about how to log your food, different things we run into when logging your food. Because what we're trying to cultivate this month is just show up, log your food before you eat, just log your food. That's it. Not hitting macros, making sure my macros are right, how to know what my macros should be. Because honestly, if you need your macronutrients calculated, and you need to like ebb and flow and change with those, the best thing to do is to get with one of our coaches because we'll actually teach you how macros work, how food works, the habits that you need to cultivate in order to not only meet your goals, but to surpass them and continue on and keep that and to create like a sustainable plan. But for this permanent lifestyle change this month, we are doing log your food before you eat and just simply become aware of what is inside food. Today, I want to talk about, however, the crazy game of food tetris that we play when we're trying to actually meet our macros. So it doesn't really matter what app you use to log. I want to let you guys know that macronutrients will not always equal the calories in the app. I'll talk more about that in another message, but I want you to know that protein, carbs, and fats, which are macronutrients, actually will equal the caloric intake that you're taking in. The reason we want to break these up and focus on a number for protein, carbs, and fats is if you just focus on calories, that is going to lower the scale, meaning you're going to take away weight from your body. If you focus on macros, you'll take away the weight that you want to take away, meaning you're going to lose fat and maintain as much muscle as possible. The reason we want to maintain muscle is to keep your metabolism high, to allow you to eat more food, to have a better tight tone look or get muscular for those men. So we want to get rid of fat, keep muscle, and we don't want to just focus on calories. Now, when you're focusing on your macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats, and you're trying to meet those numbers every day, maybe you're scanning in your food and you're logging your food every day, there's a couple things that'll make it a lot easier. So, number one, try to log your food for tomorrow today. Go ahead and pre-plan or pre-plan for the whole week and eat kind of the same things every day. That way you're not stressed out at the end of the night after a long day at work, going to the gym, getting all your habits done, and you're like, oh, I got to meet my macros. You already have that done. It's already set, and you just eat what's in the app that you pre-programmed. You pick out the food that you want to eat. You pick out the protein, the carbs, the fats, and make sure it hits the numbers that you need to meet. But you do that the day before so you don't have to stress about it on the day of. Now, a lot of us do not want to eat the same foods all the time. This is why we actually log macros and we don't use meal plans because meal plans typically don't work anyway. So there's really no reason to try to eat the same thing every day unless you're going for like a bodybuilding goal or maybe a high performance goal and you're just too busy. You need to cultivate this habit of understanding how macros work and being able to eat foods at your grandmother's, go out to dinner, have a glass of wine, do all the different things that you like to do, but include those in getting to your results. So when you're trying to meet protein, carbs, and fats, what I would do if you're not going to eat the exact same thing every day and you don't want to pre-plan, hold on just a second. Let me decline this message. Okay, if you do not want to if you do not want to eat the same things every single day, the best thing to do is at the end of the day to make sure that you have a list of proteins, a list of carbs, and a list of fats. This will allow you at the end of the day to go, okay, I have 10 protein left. What inside this list of protein can I have that's in my house? Usually, if you have protein remaining, I go with egg whites. Every single egg white has 5 grams of protein. It's just a simple go to. Or I'll have some kind of lean meat in the fridge, whether it's ground turkey, some kind of chicken breast, and I'll already have that made so that I can combine that with the egg whites if I need to get a larger amount of protein. Now, if you get to the end of the day and you have a lot of carbs left or some carbs left, a couple different things you can do. Yes, carbs, you can use candy. But I would encourage you to go more toward the berries. Berries have a lot of fiber. They have a lot of good nutrients. And if you use those to meet your carbs at the end of the night, you can do one-off berries or a cherry here and there, just like little bits. If you have 10 carbs left, maybe you could eat a tangerine. Fruit is great to meet your carbs at the end of the night. Or remember, rice, cream of rice, oatmeal, those kinds of things, potatoes, vegetables. Most of those are primarily carbohydrates, and you can utilize those to meet your numbers at the end of the night. Now, fats, let's say you meet all your protein, all your carbs, and all you have is fats left. There's really nothing out there that is just fats except for coconut oil or olive oil. Most of the things that have more fat in it, like peanut butter or almond butters or nuts, seeds, things like that, they're going to have other things in them like protein and carbs. But if you just want to hit your macro numbers and you have fats left, two options. One, you can drink oil. Not fun. I've done it. You can also put coconut oil in a glass of tea. We do that in the morning. We put coconut oil or MCT oil in our coffee sometimes. People do that just to raise their fats. So you can use that. Or if you're in a deficit, I always tell my clients just leave the fats on the table. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about drinking oil or putting coconut oil in something. I really want them to cultivate the ability to hit their other macros and include that fat in with the other macros. So at the end of the night, if you notice you have protein and fats, instead of just eating egg whites, you would eat an entire egg, which has the protein from the egg whites and the fat inside the yolk. So those kinds of things are really helpful. Also, you can grab a coach. That way, when you get to the end of the day, you can start learning those things. We give 24-hour access to our coaches. So you can actually connect with a coach, send a text to a coach, and then tell them what you have remaining and they can give you ideas. Sometimes people send me a text and they'll say, hey, I'm not sure what to eat for dinner. These are the macros I have left. What would you eat? And I give them a huge list of things they can try. And I start to break things down for them over and over and over again to where they start to see food as protein, carbs, and fats and not just, ooh, I love this, or ooh, I want that, or ooh, this is bad, or ooh, this is good. So hopefully this is helpful. I will encourage you, try to get within like 4 or 5 of the numbers, both up or down, whichever way you're going on your proteins and your carbs, and then try to get within 1 to 2 on your fats because fats add up a lot faster. If you're in a surplus of calories, trying to gain muscle, trying to eat more in a reverse, go on the top end. If your protein is 150, go to 155, 150 to 155. If you're in a deficit and your protein's 150, try to stay around 145 to 150 because we know we want to have you on the lower end. We're going into a deficit. Hope this helps, guys. This was a longer video. The rest of them will probably be shorter, but I wanted to give you guys some little hints and tips and tricks on how to reach your macros at the end of the night.